Anna-Gibson, how are you today?
Good.
So thank you for coming on to the podcast. It's really good to have you here. I know we've talked a lot about having you on, and we finally found the time to do it. Anna-Gibson, tell me, what grade are you in?
I'm in 3rd grade.
Now, outside of school, what other kind of activities are you in?
I play soccer, I play basketball, and I dance.
So soccer was Greenville Parks and Rec, right? And then you mentioned basketball, which is Upward Basketball through Jarvis, right? And then you're also doing dance through the North Carolina Academy of Dance Arts, right? With Miss Tipton?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about that a little bit, because I know you just had a big performance, a big ballet performance. To tell us about that. What was that?
I was in the Nutcracker, and I was a peppermint. I was an ornament in battle, and a peppermint there in, like, when the candies go on. But so when you're a peppermint, you're with the big candy kids, the older kids. And they're on with the peppermints. And the peppermint, there's 3 peppermints on this side and 3 peppermints on this side. And I was on this side, and I was in the back. So it's like a triangle.
Right. You were like on the left side of the stage. If you were facing the audience, you were on the left side, and then there were 3 peppermints on your side, and there were 3 peppermints on the right side of the stage, right?
Yeah, because I was with 2 peppermints, and then I was peppermints 3, and then 3 on that side.
We're filming this in December of 2023, right? It's the end of the year, end of 2023. You had 3 Nutcracker performances a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the 9th was the first Nutcracker, and we had 2 shows that day. So I had to be there 10 to 10 at night.
Okay, so from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, right?
Because
it was a 12-hour time period that you were there.
Yes, because the first show started at 2 to 6, and then the second show started to 7 to 9.
Right.
And I left at 10.
Yeah, I think it was like the matinee.
7 to 9 or 10.
Did you enjoy being in the Nutcracker?
I did like it, and I was also a girl in prologue. I did like it. It's just the week where you're gonna have the show on the weekend. You're gonna it's normally always in the weekend, but you're gonna always have, like, Monday I wasn't there. We had to be there. Mondays we didn't have to be there. But I think Miss Tipton was there, but since she owns the place and she was helping and stuff. But the Tuesday, I was there like 4 to 9, like every day until then. And then sometimes I was there to 5 to 10 on Friday.
Yeah. So it was very time consuming. Like, it's a very serious performance. I know that.
I skipped Friday for school, and I only went to tutoring. Like, I had to skip that. My teacher said that was fine because I was exhausted. And I had to sleep that day.
Yeah. It was a lot of work, but, like, it is a really beautiful performance. I really thought that the Nutcracker in 2023 was, I mean, it was very similar to what you would see if you went to New York. I mean, it was like a very high-end performance. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. And the music was...
The second one was the best, though. Everybody says the second one's the best.
The Saturday night performance you thought was the best one. And the music was just fantastic this year. I know.
Orchestra, like, right there.
Yeah, they had a full orchestra for all the performances, right? So talk to me about soccer. So you played soccer this past year. How was that?
It was fun. I played with U13 girls because we moved me up and to just, like, see how it went, and I liked it.
Who was your coach?
You.
I was your coach, right? And then did you have an assistant coach as well?
We had Coach J.
Coach J. You played U13 girls. How was that playing up? How did that go?
I liked it.
Okay.
It was just a lot of the girls were bigger, but that was it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you did really good, even though a lot of the girls were larger because, I mean, my experience has been that girls grow a lot when they're 10, 11, and 12. During that age range, they grow a lot. And a lot of those girls were a lot bigger than you, but I thought you played really well. Did you have a good year?
Mm-hmm.
Good. How did you like having Daddy be your coach?
I liked it because last year you were assistant, but now this year you were me.
This year I was the head coach, right? And you liked that better with me being the head coach?
Yes.
What position did you play most of the year?
I played center back. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
center back. So you played defense in the center of the field. And how long have you been playing soccer?
2 years now.
Okay, so this is your second year. And prior to that, you really hadn't played at all, had you?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, last year I played in the springtime. And this year I played in the winter, and I think I might be able to play springtime again this year. So.
Yeah, we did. The first year that you played Greenville Parks and Rec, you played in the spring, and then this year you played in the fall.
The fall, it wasn't that cold, but when we were in the playoffs, I remember that night when we were freezing, and my mom wrapped me up so much in so many things, and we had to put my jersey over, and I was still cold. Me and my friend were still cold, and
I remember your feet were really cold, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your feet were really,
Freezing.
really cold.
Yeah, because the cleats did not keep it warm at all.
And now basketball, that's ongoing right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
It just started?
Yes, because after Christmas, that's when all the games are going to start.
Talk to me about 2023. So it's the end of the year. Out of 2023, looking back at the year, what was your favorite thing that happened or that you got to do in 2023?
Probably the Nutcracker.
What else did you really enjoy this year?
Does Christmas count?
Yeah. Let's talk about Christmas. Tell me about your Christmas.
You and Mom, I remember yesterday y'all surprised us with swimsuits and sunglasses and a book to Fiji, since we're going to Fiji, and I remember me and my siblings were jumping up.
Yeah, y'all were really excited. So you and I have talked about Fiji
a little more,
a couple of times. I mean, over the years, I think we've spoken about it, and I've told you how much I loved it and how special of a place it was for me. And I've always wanted to take you and your siblings. So yesterday, we had a big surprise for you, and you had a gift to open, right? Mm-hmm. And inside the gift was
we were confused.
All sorts of things that you would use in Fiji. For example, there was swimsuits and a book,
sunglasses.
Yeah, and the book talked about traveling to Fiji, right?
But first we saw the swimsuits and we're like, "Are y'all taking to us a pool? Are you buying us a pool?" But then when we took them out, we were like, "Oh, we're going to Fiji."
What kind of things are you looking forward to doing there?
I'm looking to do the surfing, maybe jet skiing.
Right.
Seeing the clear water, that's going to be really fun. And probably the resort might be one of the best. Yeah. And being stuck on an island where you can't really go anywhere. That's going to be cool.
One of the cool things will be the island.
The worst part is the because 2 airplanes.
Yeah.
So 2 airplanes and then a boat.
When we go to Fiji, you're really excited to try a bunch of different water sports and stuff like that, and probably do some snorkeling and looking at the reef and seeing all the fish. Yeah. You think you'll get on a paddleboard? They got paddleboards there too.
Yes, because I like to paddleboard.
And have you ever traveled outside of the country before?
I've been to Costa Rica.
Yep, that's outside of the country. So when did you go to Costa Rica?
I was 1.
You were born in
2014.
In 2014, and we took you to Costa Rica in
2015.
In 2015, that's exactly right. And that was your first international trip. Have you done any cool trips this year or anything like that?
We went to Disney.
Yep.
And we went to Greatwood Lodge for my sibling's birthday.
Tell me about your trip to Disney. How was that?
That was very fun. That was not too long.
It was this year. It was earlier this year. I forget exactly what month it was. But I want to say it was like maybe April or May, something like that.
May.
Was it in May? I think it was. Because we were supposed to go earlier.
Yeah, but Malene got sick.
But Malene got sick and she was sick on the day that we were supposed to leave for Disney. So we had to postpone the trip. Remember that? But
then we got the tour guide we wanted. So I feel like it worked out.
Yeah, it all worked out. So when we went to Disney, we had the VIP tour guide, right? And so we got to skip to the front of the line on all the rides.
I mean, he said it's not like skipping, it's just going in a shorter line. He taught me that. Tour guide taught us that.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty cool though, that we didn't have to wait in all the long lines.
We were just in a shorter line. We were still on a line, but we were in a shorter line.
Let me ask you this: do you have any goals for 2024?
Not right now yet. Not right now.
I know there are things that you're looking forward to doing in 2024, and I know one of those things is the trip to Fiji.
And my birthday,
Yep. So I know you're looking forward to your birthday. That'll be in April of 2024.
And I'll be double digits.
Yeah, so you're going to be 10 years old. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I want to be double digits really bad.
Why do you want to be 10 years old so bad?
Double digits. And I guess sort of the only main, I don't know, I feel like it will be fun.
I know that, like, at 9 years old, you probably haven't planned out like a bunch of goals. You're probably not into goal setting like we get into as we get older. Let's talk about like the future, the way off future. So you're going to be 10 this coming April. What do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Maybe a lawyer or like take pictures and stuff.
Okay, like a photographer? Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you just saying that because, Daddy's here with you and I'm a lawyer and we've got Mr. Josh here recording the podcast and he's a photographer, a videographer? Okay.
And maybe a teacher or an artist.
Okay. So that's a lot of
dance teacher.
That's a lot of good things. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about
maybe real estate.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to keep your options open. Let's talk a little bit about what Daddy does for a living. What do I do for a living?
A lawyer.
Okay. So
an attorney, I guess.
Yeah, I'm an attorney. Do you know, like, what kind of things do I do in my work as an attorney?
You do family law. You do car accidents.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it. Yeah, family law and car accidents. We call that personal injury law. Automobile accidents fall under personal injury law, and there's all different kinds of ways that people get injured. But yeah, our law firm does family law and personal injury. How much does Daddy work?
A lot.
Okay.
You wake up really early and go to work.
Yeah, I do. I've gotten in the habit of working up really early and going to work.
Wake up sometimes at 4 or 5 a.m.
Do you think that you might want to work at the law firm one day?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that would be cool. We would love to have you. Who else works at the law firm?
Mr. Harry.
Right.
The one here or the one at the beach? Does it really matter?
It doesn't really matter, yeah.
For here, Mr. Harry.
What about Grandpa Bay?
Grandpa Bay.
Yeah.
What's his name?
So you got
the guy who went to watch, like, had to come to our house because you had to go to work and somebody was coming to fix something.
You're talking about Nate?
Nate.
Yep. So we got Amanda,
Amanda
and Lauren and Elaine and Kristen. Yeah, there's a lot of people at the office, right? And then there's offices in New Bern and another office in Morehead City, right? One of the things that I know you love to do is you love to go to the beach, and we haven't talked about that yet. So every summer, you and mom and your brother and your sister all go down to the beach, and you stay down at the beach from the time school releases until the time that school resumes. Do you enjoy being down at the beach for the summer?
I do. Since you're right on the beach and the pool's right where you park a car, that is like the best spot. And like you can just jump into you can just walk down to the ocean and jump in the water. And you're not even on the sand, like you're when the waves are. Like that. But it's better when it's calm, so it's better for me to paddleboard and stuff.
What do they call you down at the beach?
Mayor of Ocean Grove West.
They call you the mayor, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. And why do they call you the mayor?
Because I talk a lot.
Not just because you talk a lot. I would say because you know everybody.
And I know a lot of people. And I will walk up to people and say hello.
Yeah. Well, you're really outgoing, and you know a lot of the people down at the beach. And so they call you the mayor, I think, because you know everybody.
Yeah,
right?
that's probably one of the reasons.
Cool. Have you ever gone offshore fishing with me?
Yes.
All right. And have you enjoyed that?
Yes.
Do you remember how old you were when you caught your first wahoo?
4, 5.
Something
4.
like that. I would say you're probably, about 4 years old. The first time I took you offshore and we caught a wahoo together. We've caught some dolphin together too.
A lot of dolphin.
Yeah, a lot of dolphin. Now,
We'll cut a lot of dolphin this summer.
you've gone offshore with me on my boat, and you've also gone offshore with Mr. Mark on his boat, which is called Tease 'em, right?
Okay. Him.
Yeah, you like Mr. Mark, don't you?
He has a really big boat.
He has a really big boat. He really does. So he has a 52-foot Hudson, and we went out on his boat out of Oregon Inlet.
It's a nice boat, though.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger boat than the center console that we normally fish on. But did you have fun with that?
Yeah.
Okay, and
The hardest part was trying to stay inside and outside when you're already out there and you feel like you're gonna puke, but you don't know, and you don't want to puke inside, and you don't want to puke in a bag.
You got sick that day, but I remember after.
I said, let's do something now.
Yeah, you felt better afterwards.
I was waiting to throw up. I wanted to throw up so I could feel better.
Yeah, you did get sick, but as soon as you threw up, you felt good, and you had fun, I think. You had a really good time. Would you go again?
Yes.
Do you think you might want to fish in the Big Rock with us sometime? Cool. Talk about hunting. Have you ever gone hunting with me?
Yes, I have.
All right. Have we ever killed anything while you were with me?
Yeah, a couple deer, right?
I don't think we ever shot anything when you were with me, did we?
No, we did shoot one deer. We shot one deer.
Did we? Okay.
Well, we found some antlers. I know that.
Yeah, we did find some antlers. If I recall, I think you talked a lot while we were out there hunting. And it was kind of hard to keep the deer.
You put us in a tent.
To keep the deer, to get the deer close to us because you were talking quite a bit.
No, I was quiet.
Well,
I was quiet.
I seem to remember you talking a lot. And you took your
headphones off.
you took your iPad with you, and you were watching TV shows and all that.
I had headphones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first time I was loud, but the other times I wasn't.
So let's talk about your brother and sister. So, you have a brother named Miles. How old is Miles?
He's 7.
Okay, and so you're 9, and Miles is 7. Where does Miles go to school?
He goes to Parrot Academy with me.
Okay, so he goes to Arundel Parrot Academy with you. And what grade is Miles in?
1st grade.
What's his personality like?
He's real into building things like Legos. And he's into, like, this ninja place he goes to, and he really likes doing that. And he likes to, he might be an engineer when he gets older. I would see him doing that.
Yeah, that's a good observation. He could definitely be an engineer. He definitely likes to build things.
Because I saw him yesterday building the new Rainbow Mario track that he just got.
Yeah, he did put a lot of that together himself, didn't
Yes.
he? And then your sister Malene is 4 years old, right? Tell me about her personality.
She's very, I don't know how to say this. Very
Sassy.
yes,
Yeah.
and very wanting to tell somebody to do something, but
Bossy.
yes,
That would
bossy.
be bossy. Yeah, she's very bossy.
And she likes
and
to
sassy.
dress up in like clothes. She also likes to steal my mom's clothes and my clothes, especially shoes.
Yeah, she's got a lot of personality, and
But she's kind, so
she's kind.
Sometimes.
Yeah, she is. She is. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you about that you really want to talk about on the podcast today? No? Okay. You did a great job.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming on, and I think you did great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Go Big with Gib. If you haven't already, go follow us on social media at Gib Irons. We'll see you next time.